Hello, and welcome to our lesson on key issues in logistics and supply chain. This segment will cover developing collaborative planning activities. The information sharing systems are critical to managing end-to-end supply chains. There is complete consensus on the idea that it is necessary to integrate information systems for successful supply chain management. According to several researchers, a significant effort is needed to achieve both effectiveness and efficiency of information management along the whole SC. In a traditional culture of supply chain management, the flow of demands goes upstream in the chain and products move in the downstream side. Distorted demand signals, delay times, and poor or limited visibility of exception situations lead to serious and critical information gaps and misinformation, which, in turn, creates mistrust over the entire information sharing system mechanism, etc. For instance, when supply chain partners lose their trust in the demand forecast they receive, then typically they start to build up inventory, extra buffer safety stock, to protect and deal with demand fluctuation. Finally, these disruptions create more significant changes in forecast demand as they travel upstream in supply chain management. These disruptions collectively are called the bullwhip effect and result from the inefficiencies in the supply chain. Many researchers and authors believe the advantages of reducing information gaps to form collaborative and productive partnerships are much more valuable than the risks financial analysts observe that collaborative planning may minimize up to 50% of inventory for each supply chain partner. The latest collaborative technology enables supply chain partners to share their business information in SC operations in an organized, stable, agile, real-time, and leveraged way. While the synchronization and collaboration of all supply chain members, both outside and within the firm, is now feasible, such integration of SC must be carefully studied to improve its execution. From multiple and distinctive perspectives, problems and issues involving the improvement of the integration of supply chains have been studied in existing research literature. Specific research, Chen et al. 1999, studied the significance of having access to demand information for the supply chain upstream partners. Gaverneni et al. 1997, analyzed the advantages of integrating information flows for a capacitated SC, two-echelon. Researchers Wiechner et al. 1991, Chen et al. 1999, and Towell et al. 1992 have studied the advantages of integrating the supply chain and shrinking, minifying the demand fluctuation transmission along the supply chains, the bullwhip effect. Several researchers, including Jones and Riley, 1985, argue that supply chain activities of planning and control must be considered for appropriate supply chain integration because planning and control activities significantly impact the efficiency and effectiveness of the whole SC. SC integration effectiveness can depend on the tools and processes used when considering SC planning and control activities. This matter deserves attention in the research literature. Hewitt, 1994, developed Stevens's model with a fifth phase, which would be dedicated to better re-engineering and administrating the business's global processes and pursuing total efficiency and effectiveness. The research of Bowersox, 1997, discusses the concept of two different types of integration: external integration, internal integration. Bowersox summarizes that the firms require an advanced level of internal integration to be qualified candidates for external integration, extensive, under SCM. From the perspective of integrated SC, by reviewing the latest trends and practices in the industry, there are two generic types of integration schemes. The basic integration scheme, where the supply chain management has made agreements and initiatives to improve relationships with suppliers and customers. This scheme achieves advantages by sharing information, planning, and expected forecasts. Such agreements have been executed several times by establishing new venture firms or specific contracts with distinctive supply chain members. The advanced integration scheme. Mainly, the concept is to integrate the value creation processes with a total terminal customer-driven orientation. The objective is collaboration to develop and enhance competitiveness through a coordinated effort, which is feasible even in a lean environment. It minimizes the total number of supply chain resources. This integration is usually executed by profound long-term agreements and contracts between firms, which positions the SC as an effective and efficient competitive unit. Creating location advantages and time benefits requires information sharing to permit appropriate business contracts related to that objective and a suitable environment to secure financial transactions. Another integrated SC model is shown by Scott and Westbrook, 1991, recommending the following phases. Study phase, consider everything related to lead times and analyze inventory level for improvements. The positioning phase recognizes opportunities emerging as significant collaborative activities among the supply chain partners. Action phase, implement former plans. The research of Towell et al., 1992, shows an integration supply chain approach similar to that illustrated by Scott and Westbrook, 1991. As in the research of Scott and Westbrook, 1991, the researcher Towell and his colleagues used the principles of operation management to minimize the amplification of the demand signal along the supply chain as the integration is generated. The research of Elram and Cooper, 1990, recognized some characteristics that would affect a firm's decision to be a member of an integrated SC. However, these characteristics are in connection with the current level of internal processes and desired levels of competition with other supply chains. Therefore, the significance of those characteristics may vary during the whole supply chain integration process. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss supplier management. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.